When Diego Maradona admits Pele GOAT, the best player of all time. Edson Arantes do Nascimento or Pele died at the age of 82 on Thursday, December 29, 2022. He failed to fight the cancer that had been gnawing at him for a long time, so he had to be in and out of the hospital. When Pele was still triumphant in the world of football, he was often compared with several names. One of the iconic names often compared to Pele is the Argentine legend, Diego Armando Maradona. Until now, the debate over who is the best between Pele and Maradona has led to many divided opinions. Judging from the achievements, Pele is more brilliant than Maradona. In fact, these two legends admire each other. As reported by Marca, Pele and Maradona have a good relationship that respects each other. Until Maradona was still in his prime, a journalist once asked him who was better between him and Pele. Maradona pushed himself better and called Pele the GOAT or greatest of all time. No, Maradona is Maradona. Pele is the greatest player, I am just a normal player, said Maradona, an Argentina legend who died in 2020. I never want to imitate Pele, everyone knows he is the greatest footballer ever. Statistical comparison. Pele and Maradona apparently have the same number of trophies throughout their careers for club and national team. The difference is only from what kind of trophy is won. Oriai or Pele won a more prestigious trophy, namely the World Cup champion 3 times, namely the 1958 World Cup in Sweden, 1962, Chile, and Mexico, 1970. In terms of goals, Pele ahead of Maradona. Maradona scored 34 goals in 91 appearances with Argentina. Meanwhile, Pele scored 77 goals in 90 appearances with Brazil. Maradona has had less success in the World Cup. He won the 1986 World Cup title when he beat Germany, but failed to add to the trophy when Argentina lost 0-1 to Germany in the 1990 World Cup. One day, I hope we can play together in heaven, said Pele when Maradona died in 2020 at the age of 60. The origin of the name Pele. Pele's real name is Edson Arantes do Nascimento. But why did his name change so much to Pele? Usually Brazilians just add Inho to their real name to nickname a player. As reported by Marca, all of this stems from his childhood. According to Pele's uncle, Jorge, when he was little, the legend had to be made a goalkeeper so that the opponent could play better. Pele is very good at being a striker so that it makes it difficult for opponents to put up a fight. But Pele is also good in goal. When making saves, he is often compared to Bale, a goalkeeper who is also a teammate of his father, Dondinho, whose real name is João Ramos do Nascimento. This is where the initial name changed to Pele. That said, this is also because his schoolmates have difficulty pronouncing the name Bale, who is often confused with Pele. Do not like. Pele admitted that he did not like the nickname he got. The problem is that he has the name Edson, which refers to the inventor of the lamp Thomas Alva Edison. This made him proud to bear the name. He was so annoyed that he was named Pele, as reported by Marca. He had a fight with a friend who called him that at school, so he had to be suspended for 2 days. Pele also considers his nickname to be a mockery. You see, the name has no meaning in Portuguese. But this was before he finally discovered that in Hebrew it means miracle. Over the years, I have had to live with 2 names in my heart. The first is Edson, who is familiar to my closest friends and family. The second is Pele, who is more familiar in football, Pele said in an interview. Oriai's other nicknames. Pele was a nickname when he was a child. But when he managed to bring Brazil to win the World Cup 3 times, namely in 1958, 1962 and 1970, Pele began to be nicknamed by the name Oriai or the King. The nickname came to be known when Brazil won the 1958 World Cup, Pele's first title, who was then still 17 years old. It is said that this was preceded by the nickname of a French magazine, Paris Match, which called it Le Roi or King in French. Pele was born on October 23, 1940 in the city of Tres Carricos. This city is located south of Minas Gerais. He started playing football at the age of 13 with the youth team in Bauru. He was then scouted by Santos and started playing with a professional team at the age of 15. Throughout his career, Pele only played for Santos. He scored 618 goals in 636 appearances with Santos, where he also won 6 Brazilian league titles. Pele's record of 77 goals for the Brazilian national team was matched by Neymar when he scored against Croatia at the 2022 World Cup. Neymar says Pele has changed football. "I can say that football was only a sport before Pele existed. He changed everything," Neymar wrote on social media accounts. He turned football into art, entertainment, helped poor people, black people, and of course made Brazil famous. "He is gone, but his magic is still alive," said Neymar. Pele ended his football career at the United States club New York Cosmos in 1977. At that time, he really only wanted to help the United States further popularize soccer. The New York Cosmos is the second club that Pele has defended throughout his career. His last duel was quite monumental because he played against Santos at the Giant Stadium, which got the attention of a lot of football public at that time.